Hello everyone, this is Seah. Once again, thanks for joining me. Right, this afternoon I'm going to try to use the Timemore Sculptor 078S for espresso. So I've tried to dial in the shots just now. So currently I'm at the grind setting of 2.5, and on my timer it pulled slightly fast. So I've adjusted to probably around 2.4. So let's see the workflow of the Timemore Sculptor. And I think I'm growing my liking on this small but very compact, very sturdy kind of grinder. And the grinding experience so far has been pretty good. So let's just get started to it. Okay, let's first dose 20 grams. This is the same coffee that I've tried this morning. The honey process is a sample sent to me by a friend. The coffee is really good, very promising. Let's look at the workflow on this machine, which is really easy. We'll do a hot start. The butter is not so sensitive. This is something that one of the things I don't really like. Retains about 0.4 grams of coffee. Let me try to switch it on. You see, the butter is not very sensitive. Okay, once I knock it, still retains about 0.4 gram, which means inside there's a little bit of retention. Right, so let's move on to the extractions. So again, I'm going to use the vintage Weimar. This is the coffee that I tested just now. If you can see the cup, it sits nicely inside. Usually they'll have a little bit of clumps because of the it's being the coffee grind into a cup. So nothing to worry, just do a simple WDT. Problem solved. Let's pre-infuse the coffee for a while. Coffee is coming off on one side of the spout. Right, let's try the coffee. I would say this coffee is even juicier than some of the Ethiopia yogurt chef that I've drank, natural process. But this is honey process, so the sweetness is very high. It's very pleasant acidity, very sweet, slightly brighter than I would like to be, but the sweetness is there. He has got a creamy and very nice texture to it. There's no bitterness at all. Very nice espresso. Yep, it's a very good cup of espresso indeed. So I'm quite impressed so far. But let me do a second shot with my G64 64mm brew sets. Just titanium coated flat brew, nothing special to it. And let's see whether we can get similar kind of shot quality. Right, let's do it. Okay, so let's grind at 3.5 on the G64 and then let's do another shot. See, coffee knock out really nicely. Okay, 20 gram. Okay, 20.1 to be effective. Okay, let's measure. 20.2. So in fact, the G64 retains slightly lesser coffee as compared to the Sculptor 078S so far. Okay, now the grind setting is pretty close to the Sculptor. I want to see whether it can produce the same creamy, well textured shot. Okay, the shot is very similar. Okay, really similar to each other. Okay, let's try the coffee. Thank you. The shot quality is very similar, but this one is slightly lacking in body and texture and the creaminess as compared to the shot from the Sculptor 078S. So I actually enjoy the Sculptor a little bit more than my G64. But if I change the burst sets to different type of burst sets, perhaps the quality of the espresso will be better. Yeah, so that's what I think so far, right? I like the Sculptor so far. It's really a grinder. It's really well built, very small form factor. 78 burst sets, flat burr. I'm actually very curious what's the burr, what's the construction and the geometry of the burrs inside there. But this is my friend's one, so I don't want to open it up and see. I'll wait until I get one set for my own, if it is possible, right? Yeah, but he has loaned this grinder to me for 10 to 14 days. So I'm going to try the grinder inside out and see how it goes. So this is CY once again. Thanks for joining me. So my second video on the Timemore Sculptor 078S is on Espresso. So I think we should do more on Espresso since this is an Espresso base grinder. But I will still do one more to compare the filter coffee, because the earlier video, when I do the filter coffee, the grind setting on the Timemore is a little bit too fine. So I extracted a little bit of bitterness and a little bit of higher acidity at the back. But I still do enjoy the filter coffee made from the Sculptor. But I want to make sure that this burst doesn't produce the bitterness at the back, right, for this coffee. So thanks for joining me today. I will see you very soon in the next video.